Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm starting to get annoyed by the hello. We need a new good morning. Maybe good morning is better, although it's the internet. It could be the afternoon for you. It could be the evening. But anyway, I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love. Happy to be here with you. We're going to do a little tarot. Happy new moon. New moon. Yep. Leo. Happy new moon in Leo. I think I'm going to do a little Astro Insight today, so check that out on the other channel. And then also feel free to check out the YouTube channel where I do the weekly and the monthlies. I'm also a little late on the weeklies. Let's get into it. Hala Shazam, you guys. Divine guidance and loving clarity. Divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with tarot. I hope you all are having an amazing day. August 16th, 2023. This is a day of a very potent new moon. Stay present, my lovers. Emotions are likely running high. There's a whole bunch of connections to other planets going on, which is significant with regards to a little bit of turbulence, possible potential, not chaos, but possible seeming chaos, crisis moments. If it's not happened yet in your life, it could happen. But again, without alarming or creating some sense of fear or what's the word? Catastrophizing? I just think it's also maybe we've all been bubbled in this reality, or like, yeah, this is life and just do this and then you're going to be this and it's going to be fine. And I think, I remember one time learning something about how there's always a revolution. Like every generation, we need to have a revolution. It's part of a growth spurt. It's part of a natural transformational evolutionary cycle that we embody as humans. So I'm like, is this it? Like, is this it for the generation? As far as like, I'm assuming people born in the, 70s, 80s, 90s, it's time for that generation to pave the way for the next generation. Plus, I think more and more of us, hopefully, are starting to realize that there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that affect us all. And to be more aware of that, as in, we think we're battling nations. I'm not sure that's exactly what's going on. As in, behind the scenes of what we're told is going on, I think there's a lot more deals and conversations and power plays. Power play, power and control. But power through force is not nearly as powerful as power through love. Power through a unified field. Power through a risen state of consciousness, which is more empathic and compassionate. So, I think we're getting there. Although, I don't know, like, please, God, let us all be okay, Let us not be led astray. Okay, so I have pulled cards. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, high five. What up? Divine guidance and living clarity is my intention with tarot. If you've been resonating, feel free to book a private reading. I do private reading. I do. It's okay. Just, do jokes, fart jokes. You got me. I'm a classy gal. Okay, so straight up, quite clear message here. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is like moving to calmer waters after the storm. Not necessarily signaling a storm, but this is moving to calmer waters after, oopsie daisy, after laying down the past, letting go of old stuff. Let's get some clarity on that. Four of Wands. Yeah, definitely something about laying down the past. For some of you, this could be about laying down some familial situation or familial, it's making me think of something from childhood. There's something mentally or like, you know, we get memories, things come up for us, right? Something maybe from the past that you're letting go of. Kind of feels to me like El Clasico. Just for some of you, this is actually energies of a broken home, maybe past pain from, I mean, very generally divorce, but it's not even, it's just like a sense of loss around grounded, loving, and abundant home life, childhood life. And I'm feeling like, mentally speaking, Four of Swords, you're just like, it is what it is. I can't go over it anymore. I can't keep replaying that situation or this series of situations. So I'm going to move myself forward. I would suss out that you're not moving alone. For some of you, you're moving with your kids. You're moving. I'm hearing you're moving with your partner's kids. So yeah, this is kind of bittersweet. I get a sense of grit here. I get a sense of emotional resilience. For some of you, you're moving away from this King of Pentacles reversed energy. Or the King of Swords reversed. It's finally making the decision to probably move yourself forward, as in, yeah, this is feeling like and or looking very much like divorce and or disentangling a relationship that you have children with said person. And then being in the reverse, I would just say, I don't know, you've caught them out in a lie or caught them out in an injustice of sorts. If this has been an ongoing legal battle, you're still in it. I'm not seeing an outcome card. There's challenge. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, we can. Anyone who's gone through these sorts of big separations called divorces know that it can be decades. It can be your whole life, you know, as far as unpacking or coming to some sense of justice or coming to peace, right? I think this is where forgiveness, you know, we throw these words out, but the truth of the practice is profound. I think this is what we can often disregard when we're in our heads or when we're caught up in the stories, right? And there's such a discerning capacity around holding space for ourselves and validating, acknowledging our experience, our process, our own story. And then owning it, once we own that story and accept and validate ourselves, or work through it with a therapist or a healer or whomever, you kind of just have to lay it down. You have to put it to bed. You have to be like, okay, that happened, and now what? And then now what is also, I'm realizing in my own life, then now what can take time too. Like, I can lay stuff down from the past and still be a bit like, great, okay, so I'm not being unconsciously sabotaged by my own trauma anymore or whatever. So now what? Or, you know, I've been able to forgive the past. Well then, okay, if I'm not being haunted by the past, now what? What am I going to do with my life? Like, even just this morning, I don't know, I was walking upstairs or coming downstairs doing something, and I had this passing thought of like, what else? Because I was just doing what I do in the morning, but I was pattern interrupting in my own mind of like, what do you want to do, MJ? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You can do anything. What do you want to do? I'm like, I'm gonna do the same thing I do every morning, Pinky. Try to take over the world. No, I think I'm kind of like most humans. I'm just endeavoring to live a relatively peaceful, healthy life, you know, to the best of my ability. Accept the razzmatazz along with the butterflies and rainbows, you know, and open up and endeavor to keep embracing the goodness and just keep showing up. And Pinky and the Brain, remember that? What? One is a genius, the other's insane. Who am I in that situation? I don't know. Who's who? I think Pinky's the Brain's the smart one. I'm a genius. God. We're gonna just pick a few more cards. Ooh, the Deer card. I love that energy. Oh, so much love. Yeah, so you guys, you know, this situation is intense, and yet moving to calmer waters and getting to a place of greater confidence is huge. Like for some of you, I would simply say as well, this connection that you've been in, or maybe it's a connection with yourself, has gone a bit south. Like it's gone a bit sour as far as maybe you're dealing with somebody who's depressed and kind of almost abusive through their depression. There's just so many different options, right? But both of these characters in your reading here are in the reverse. And whenever a character is in the reverse, to me, it means they're not in their integrity. And no matter how much we might love them or whatever they might have said to us, if they're not showing up in that capacity, or things start to get really muddled, they're not in their integrity. They don't even know how to tell the truth. That's about these reversals, right? Like, we can be we're all decent human beings. We're all just existing. We're all got a whole bunch of good stuff going on, and we probably all have a bunch of shitty stuff going on, pardon my language, but hala, you know, polarity, unity. See? It's like all of these divisive narratives and constructs in our society. Like, when are we going to evolve out of that? When are we going to just we're all humans, you know, who probably need more love? Oh, to love. Let's have compassion and give her up. Anyway, I'm tired of hearing my own voice, and I wish you all a glorious day. I think there's a little bit more to hash out in this reading, but I think I'm getting coffee sweats or something. Whew. Okay, if you made it this far, give me a high five. Bosh, give me a peace out. Give yourself a love hug. You're doing great, kid. You're doing great. Love you guys. Have an awesome day. Peace.